Hi everybody, I'm Ryan. Today we're going to talk about the legacy metagame. Now, fair warning, this metagame is taken from sort of a winner's metagame. It's taken from 5-0s in leagues, 4-0s and 3-1s in prelims, and top 32s in challenges. But it's still a reasonable representation of the decks that you're going to play online. Let's jump into it. Now, the legacy metagame is extremely diverse, and I think that's what I absolutely love about legacy. The top most popular deck is only 6.9 of the meta. And there's plenty of decks that challenge that deck. And notice that 33.6% of decks didn't even make my chart. We're such a minuscule percentage that it wasn't worth the time typing out those like 30 or 40 or 50 decks. So I want to take that in already. But the most popular deck, to nobody's surprise really, is it Delver? The last few times I've done the legacy metagame, Reanimator and like 8 casts have been near the top. Is it Delver is reclaiming its throne. I think it's finally found a build that it can compete, but it is no longer a throne of gold. Is it Delver is still very beatable, and I don't think we can even say that it is the end-all be-all best deck. That being said, the shared second and third slot are Temur Delver and Mystic Forge combo. Now, the Mystic Forge combo deck is really sweet. We'll get to that in a second. But Temur Delver is very, very, very similar to Is It Delver. It just splashes for Tarmogoyf and some sideboard cards normally. So we're talking about Delver decks being a dominant part of the format. They can kind of be grouped up into the same deck. I didn't group them in this chart, but, you know, it might be 12.9 of the format. And in that case, it's over double the next most popular deck, so it probably is a Throne of Gold, or at least silver. The Mystic Forge combo deck, however, is pretty sweet. Essentially, what the deck does is that it assembles Manifold Key or Voltaic Key, and then also Grim Monolith or Basalt Monolith. The Grim Monolith and Basalt Monolith don't untap during the untap step, but you can pay 1 mana with Manifold Key or Voltaic Key to untap it. Tap Grim Monolith for a ton of mana, and like profitably tap Grim Monolith for mana. And then have cards like Mystic Forge, where you can look at the top of your library at any time. You may cast artifact spells or colorless spells from the top of your library. And then you cast just like a lot of your library, because you have things like Lion's Eye Diamond, Lotus Petal, Mox Opal that you can also cast from the top of your library, producing a ridiculous amount of mana. As time goes on, you're going to hit more Manifold Keys to untap more monoliths, and eventually cast so many spells that you can cast Karn the Great Creator and either toolbox your sideboard for things in a situation you might need, or you just grab Aetherflux Reservoir and kill them, or you cast Wyking Ballista off the top of your deck for a ton and kill them. It's a very powerful deck, and it's been spiking in popularity. Well, let's move over to the top 8 metagame. Top 8 metagame, frankly, just as diverse as the overall metagame. At the very top sits a lot of different decks. Really, of the 3 premier events this past weekend, no deck showed more than 3 copies in top 8s. It was 1 and 2s. The 2s were Mono Red Prison, Mystic Forge Combo, Temur Delver, 8 Cast, 4-color Control, and Jeskai Control. Now, if you combine Temur Delver and Is It Delver, then I guess there are 3 that has more representation in the meta. But look how diverse this metagame is. It is so awesome. You can play nearly anything, and as long as you're playing it well, you can win with it. I think the most recent bannings were extremely healthy for the format. But if you like this video and like these short analysis videos about metagames, please be sure to like and subscribe. Check me out on social medias. Links are above me and in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.